Awesome. Chad, what's up, Chad? Good to see you in here. Yeah, Chrissy. So yeah, we got a good crew in here today. So let me back to my screen here and we will officially begin. So all right, cool. Let's go ahead and officially kick off the training here. Again, good to see group in here. So Chad, yeah, and you guys feel free to chat in the chat with here on Zoom. You can put into just the host and panelists if it's something you want to private, but feel free to share it to the whole group, as a bunch of guys have done as well too. Just sometimes the settings are, I think, defaulted to hosts and panelists. So, uh, but it's always good to share. So, all right. So we're going to talk a couple of things. I want to give you guys an update on um, a couple of things on the AI front specifically, and kind of what's coming soon. One of the tool I want to talk to you about is not fully out yet, but it's like shaking up the industry a lot, and so I want you guys to be aware of it and be ready as soon as it comes out, so you guys can have a good look at it. And of course, there's so many other tools out there as well that you guys, I want you guys to be using and taking advantage of. And then we're going to be talking about um, product inserts as well too, and some of the tools and sources. Again, some of you guys on here are actively using it and we're working with you on it, but I want to make sure it's a really good topic for all of us to be talking about and to answer any questions around as well. So, we spent the last few weeks, we talked a lot about some of the sports scene for a few weeks. And we had, if you guys remember back to like a month ago, for those that were with us there, we actually had Alibaba come on and present, and then we did a deep dive. Last week we did Amped, the experts in Google Ads, so some of the traffic stuff. So this week, and then today I want to talk about, again, some AI updates, and also a platform that I think you should be using to make sure you can own your customer. And again, a few of you guys are kind of underway working on that already, and it's something that I really encourage all you guys to be doing. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit, but we will kick it off. So again, just a little results, because I've shown this chart in the past without the 22 or 2023 results, because 2023 just ended in terms of them closing out the year. So Amazon has released their numbers for Amazon sales on the platform. These are in billions of dollars, right? So once again, last year, sales were up massively, up to 575 billion. So over, again, for the second year in a row, over a half a trillion. But you look at the growth again, just amazing, right? The actual growth for the year, what is that? That's 74 minus 13 is what? 61 billion. All right. So $61 billion up in that year. I think the jump from post-COVID 2021 was probably the biggest leap. This was probably the second biggest leap in history in terms of year-over-year dollar growth. So just keep in mind, guys, because I was down at this investor conference a few weeks ago, and all different industries, people selling ice cream to ice cream companies that supply cruise ships, right? And you have healthcare companies and this, that, and the other. And, e-commerce is interesting, talked about, is that it's one of the very few trillion-dollar industries, because, I mean, Amazon alone is over a half a trillion, but talking about all e-commerce, Shopify, Walmart, eBay, everything, it's over $1 trillion industry that's growing at double-digit rates. And there really are very few industries on the planet doing that, right? A lot of you have day jobs or for companies, and you're just not going to find kind of stuff. So overall, again, in the space, the opportunity continues to be massive. I'm not doing this topic today. Maybe I'll do it probably the next couple of weeks. But again, the importance of building your own brand, focus on that is so critical, because that's how you carve out your little niche and piece of this massive, half a trillion dollars, almost $600 trillion piece. And it's going to, right, we're at the start of 24 here, right, in 24. So what I want to talk about today is, how to be successful in 24, using just one specific avenue specifically, plus the AI tools. All right. So for today, I'm going to talk about this latest AI tool to kick it off with, and then I'm going to talk about some inserts, sales funnels, give you a quick overview of the tool you guys can you can choose to take part in or not, but I want to give you guys information around it as well too. And if you don't decide to use a tool, I mean, it doesn't matter. Is of course the tool helps make a lot of things possible. So, but I want you to make sure you have the concepts too, regardless of what you do or not, that you understand the different ways that we're driving sales and that you all can take advantage of as well too. And I'll try to keep an eye on the chat a little bit, but if not, don't worry, I will get to it definitely at the end. Any questions, feel free to put in there as well too. So, and I'm just checking a few more people joined here. Awesome. Again, a couple of you guys are watching in our private communities via Facebook, etc. And you can you won't be able to message the questions easy, but you can follow along there as well too. All right. And again, so the things cover the AI tool. I'm going to kick that off with. I want to talk about product inserts, how you can be leveraging product inserts, give you some examples. Sales funnels, because they go hand in hand. You need to basically, sales funnels are just like landing page that take people through a process. And then ways you can directly communicate to re-engage with your Amazon customers. Because one of the big challenges with Amazon is that you don't really own the customer, and that's really important. And then I'll walk through the opportunity tool, how to automate that process as well, and how we're doing it. All right. And, as you drive big numbers in sales, so, whether you're, have huge volumes or bigger volumes, and sell lots of products, like we've sold, over 2,000 different products, or if you're starting with one product, right? The key is you need to have a methodology and understand, one, what are the current things people are looking at, and two, specifically, how can you actually, what can you actually implement for yourself? Couple of things. This was a latest podcast I was on, this Ecom Breakthrough, which is like $10 million and up sellers, pretty much are on that. And that's with Josh Hadley. If you guys want to check that out, it's a good session there. But really, I want to show you the latest event we'll be at. Again, if you guys can get to some events, this one we're going to be at next week. It's called Prosper. It's one of the two biggest Amazon events today, but we'll be there with a lot of other industry experts. We'll actually, part of the reasons we go is we actually try to find, we go to listen to the speakers and different topics. We like to discover what someone's doing that maybe we're not doing, and we'll invite them back to present to you guys right in the community. That's what you guys access. And so it's part of the reason we have really good relationships with a lot of people, and, they're not separate events to go to. But if you happen to be going to Prosper is in Las Vegas. It runs from like basically Monday through Wednesday. Basically, we'll get in Sunday, but you can. We'd love to meet you. So really, the point is, if you happen to be going there, and often we do have people in our AMZ Insiders community going, let us know. We'll definitely love to meet up in person. If you're not going, then no worries at all too. And I see Rhonda's question. Yeah, see, it's called Ecom Breakthrough. Let me put that up here while I'm doing it here. Ecom Breakthrough. Yeah, that's Josh. Really smart, sharp guy. But yeah, feel free if you want to check that. So, oops. Put that in there. Get back. Oh, I see. My image there is Joey's image, because she was using the account. Yeah, and Sarah asked questions. Any summer events possibly in July? Yeah, actually, I was just about to mention that there are some events. The big one I would keep an eye at. It's not quite July. I think it's in June. And I haven't looked to see if they've set up where is SellerCon. All right, so I'll put this in. So we're going to Prosper, which is next week. and then StellarCon typically in June. So if someone wants to look it up, you can check it out if they've got it scheduled out. StellarCon was disappeared for a couple of years after COVID, but they brought it back this year, and it was last year in 23, and it was pretty good. So Prosper is in Las Vegas, and StellarCon is usually in Austin, Texas. So, which is where Joey's based out of, so that's convenient for her. All right. So let's jump into it right here and get underway. So I already covered the topics we're going to go into, so let's get into it. So the AI tool I want to begin with is around something called Sora. All right. So most of you all in our group here are familiar with ChatGPT, right? There's ChatGPT, the free version, which is 3.5, and then there is the paid one, which is like $20 a month. If it's something you can do, I encourage you. We use the paid one. It does give you a lot more speed. It gives you like availability, so there's no overload on the server. Sometimes the free one you can't access, and it has much more current data and allows you to do like use these cool apps, all these different things. So, anyways, that's ChatGPT. As you know, it's like a genie in the bottle to be able to ask it to do anything. Now in ChatGPT, you can have it create logos for you, right? So now you can do images, like in the 4.0 version. You just simply say to ChatGPT, like, create an image, like, a logo for my brand, which is, a luxury brand that, make it cool and trendy, right? Give it some descriptions or what comes to your mind and how to do it. And you can say, create multiple images and, I'll pick the best one. And so it will do that right in ChatGPT. You can do it, which is, we've talked about in the past. Midjourney is another app that does that specifically for images. But sometimes Midjourney can be a little bit complex because you have to do the little prompt, the imagine prompt, and how to go about it. But ChatGPT, as you use ChatGPT more and get comfortable with it, to be able to create images in there is really nice because it's easier, it's familiar. So that is that's ChatGPT. But the AI tool I want to talk to you about is Sora. Who here has heard of Sora? If you've heard of Sora, let me know in the chat. And it's created a lot of buzz in the last few weeks because it's Sarah says, I have heard of it. Awesome. So I want to show you, just like, if you think about ChatGPT, at its core, what is powerful about ChatGPT? It's like, well, it's got all of the internet, it's got all the information, and it really, for the most part, provides you a text result, right? It's great we talked about for optimizing your Amazon listing, right? Look at the top competitors. What are the top sellers? Tons of reviews are on page one. Copy and paste that listing, right? Put it into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to rewrite it. Tell ChatGPT it's an expert at copywriting and Amazon listings. Then copy and paste it and say, rewrite this listing, but make it for your brand and make it 3 times better, right, than this listing, with the goal so that people will want to buy this product and will want to add it to their cart and to purchase this product, right? Something like that. And which is great. That's text. Then we just talked about the ability of ChatGPT now in ChatGPT itself, or in things like Midjourney, to be able to create images, right? So ChatGPT is super powerful around images, and we'll do an updated training around that soon too, about all the ways that we're using that for images. So I used to teach people, and you can still do this. It's a good rate. You can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and you can get people to do lots of things for you for cheap, right? For $5, $10, $50, $100, right? Someone to write your listing, etc., right? Well, now with ChatGPT, it can do a lot of these things for you for free. So you don't need to do that as well too. So, oh, Manya. Okay, cool. So yeah, Manya says, heard about Sora this week. Actually, Tyler Perry halts $800 million studio expansion 4 days ago. Tyler's paused. All right, this is awesome that you put that in there, Manya, because that is like a real powerful example. I'm going to use that quote somewhere on because yeah, we're here in Atlanta, Manya as well too, and it is crazy. So yeah, that's a good setup for you guys. If you guys see Manya's comment about the real impact of this tool, and so I try to find like things that are big deals, that are potential game changing, and find kind of small ways, big for me, but small in terms of no one else noticing to implement these things. And so yeah, because here in Atlanta, we actually we have this really big film industry in Georgia, right? Because there's been all these tax incentives, and there's movie studios here, and there's lots of movies made here, like The Walking Dead and different whether movies or series, etc. So it's been this big push, and so there's Tyler Perry, has again, I didn't follow the story directly, but yeah, I knew he's got like these massive properties and studios, and there's all this crazy stuff going on here. So that is interesting. And Luke says Skyleap.ai is a great place to learn anything and everything AI. I like that as well too. So actually, that is one I'd not heard of. I always say with AI stuff, because I taught like we have some series of stuff we've done with AI, but is that none of us is unless you're open AI yourself, or unless you're a developer, none of us are the guru on the mountain when it comes to AI. It's just there's so much going so fast. It's about, again, are there a few tools that are worth your time to do something with, right? ChatGPT, definitely, right? Without a question. We're going to talk about Clarity6.ai, which again, a couple of you guys are using as well too. So I'll show you that. And Sora, again, it's good. So yeah, I'm sure with Luke recommending this Skill Leap, right? Yeah, Skill, yes, SKIL Leap.ai. Cool. I will definitely check that out. So too, yeah, there's a couple sites that are good. We call them kind of aggregator sites, where you can go and check out all the tools there. All right. So what Sora is it's essentially what ChatGPT is for text, or ChatGPT or Midjourney. There's a company or a platform called DALL-E, which is all those are for images. All right. So text, images, and then Sora is for video. Okay. And so at first you may go, oh, okay, video. All right, that makes sense. One other thing, but it's really scary powerful, because you can bring so many things to life with video, right? I've been just even a couple months ago when I spoke at the Ecom Summit, I was teaching people how to create basically video using, cloning your voice without ever having to yourself speak, use ChatGPT, etc. Well, Sora kind of leapfrogs all of that and creates this amazing video, real life video or real life looking video without any, with just simply a prompt. Okay, so let's just take a look at a couple of them right here. And I think a couple of them will be kind of blow you away. And what's crazy scary is that they've actually released this so far out to people like in the movie industry, and it's supposed to come out. I'm not sure if it's coming out in weeks, when they're going to release it to the rest of us, but they're kind of releasing it to the people that it's going to potentially hurt the most, because filmmaker, movie makers, they're worried about how powerful this stuff is. That are you going to need that, or can you do this stuff all creatively, simply from prompts on computers versus actually hiring actors, right? All that stuff. So let's take a look there. Here is a couple things. Just like 3 clips. This is provided by OpenAI. So it says all of them were generated by Sora without modification. There's no audio to it, but I will talk to it. But let's take a look. All right, a cartoon kangaroo disco dances. Right, this is your prompt. All right, let's take another one. This next one. A litter of golden retriever puppies playing in the snow, and their heads going out. Look at This is insane, right? You're just literally typing this, and this is what it's creating. And if you go to kind of like where the imagination can go, of course, I take this for Amazon, like, hey, we create product video because video's a lot bigger. Let's take another look at the next one coming up. Borneo wildlife on the Kinabalu, da-da-da. I had to read it quick. Again, look at like the quality of the video and how lifelike is. All right, let me pause. A petri dish with bamboo forest growing within it that has tiny red pandas running around. All right, what do we got? Right, like how abstract and crazy. What in the world? Right, wild looking. Here's a drone view of waves crashing against the rugged cliffs of Big Sur's Garry Point Beach. Blah blah blah. It just gives lots of details of the coast, the Pacific Coast Highway. This is out one of my favorite parts on the planet. My brother lives just north of here in Carmel, Monterey. Big Sur is about 45 minutes south. If you guys have been there, gorgeous. But let's take a look at the. What does that look like? I mean, it's stunning and all just created from a prompt. All right, a movie trailer featuring going back to Tyler Perry, halts $800 million studio expansion. And yeah, Deborah says directors are breathing into paper bags at the sight of Sora. Yeah. So again, I like to take things that obviously, this has major implications for other industries. We're not in the movie industry, but do we use video? Do we use video to sell product? Yes. Right. So I want you guys to, when it's available, to jump on it a little bit quicker than a lot of other people will, because there's just a, first movers advantage. All right. So let's see this movie trailer featuring the adventures of a 30-year-old spaceman wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet, blue sky, salt desert, cinematic style, shot on 35 millimeter film in vivid colors. And again, this is just like the first version of this thing of Sora, right? They're not even. There you go. All right, so that's pretty cool. With obviously, if you had music with it as well too, and then I want to catch the prompt again. Let me get the prompt back here again. Let me pause it. A photorealistic close-up video of two. This is the last one I'll do, of two pirate ships battling each other as they sail inside a cup of coffee. Might be like on some gummies or something while they're coming up with this stuff. But to each their own, right? So here we go. There's two battleships battling each other inside a cup of coffee, right? So, so again, just crazy, crazy powerful stuff that is. There we go. That again is a game changer and is scary good. It could, I just think about, it's funny because I'm thinking out loud to myself about, I presented at a big conference a few months ago about how to basically create video using ChatGPT and a thing called d-id.com and 11 labs to clone the voice. So some of that stuff will apply, but like just like that, here's video coming up with stuff. So, I'm interested to get my hands on it too. So like, for example, my thought is I probably can load up a photo of like myself, right? Or photo of whoever. And that's part of like the ethics. Scary part is you can load up photos of celebrities and how are you going to be able to tell if it's real or not. But usually initially there's not rules and regulations around things. So you want to jump on things quickly and do some really cool things around it. So that is kind of the AI update. Like I said, I can do a whole thing on AI tools. We'll do another one version when Sora is released to us. Then we will be all over it and do kind of show you how we're doing it. But we're like ready to implement this as soon as like the week it comes out, we're going to do stuff with it and have some videos on our listings, have some videos on our social media, right? TikTok, just to what we can do. And this is why, I mean, a couple of you guys are more tuned into some of the news around it. This is why director studios and projects, like, they're not putting $800 million projects on hold if they, aren't scared to death of the power of what this can do, because this gives you, it's the power in your own fingertips to do this stuff. All right, so let me, so that is Sora, which is, again, awesome. Let me get over to my next one. All right, cool. We're going to pivot from that. And this is, some of the stuff I call is kind of AI stuff in terms of some of the automations and stuff. But the reality is I don't really care about the term AI as much as I care about, how can I do stuff that will make my, make more money is what I care about, right? Or how can I do stuff that will make my business? Can I do stuff faster and cheaper, right? Which is also comes back to helping you make more money. Yeah. So Evan says, is it a couple of questions? Is the tool usable or still? So it is. My understanding, the tool is ready to go. They just haven't released it to us. We can't get our hands on it because this one they know is scaring the heck out of these industries that they are. It's, again, kind of weird. They're giving it to those people. They're giving it to like actors and filmmakers first, so they can play with it and give their feedback. So it's kind of like, oh, you were part of the product or part of the process before they unveil it, and it totally like transforms certain industries. Kyle says, yeah, thanks for sharing, keeping us in the loop. When it's out, excited to use this. Yeah. Yep. All right. Cool. All right. So let's talk about, again, tools around the goal of just what I'm talking about here is owning your customer off of Amazon. And we're going to do this for, the next 15, 20 minutes. The training here is to make sure you guys understand the process of how we're owning our customers and building our business in ways that Amazon doesn't make it easy for you. All right. And so the big thing is the best way is to use product inserts. All right. And product inserts have been around for a long time. We've used them for a long time, but how we use them have changed here in 2024. And the process and how you can automate things, and again, the AI tools, et cetera, are powerful. So I want to make sure just a couple of things around inserts. Of course, product inserts go into your products, so your manufacturer has to put them in the box for you. You basically send them the graphic. They're going to print out either a card or a sticker, and I've got some info around that. And the type of inserts vary, right? It can be a few different things to do. So a couple of don'ts, because Amazon does change rules on this stuff periodically. And we always want you guys, especially nowadays when building a brand is where you make all the money, is you don't want to do things that create any issues when selling your product. So with your product inserts, make sure for certain, whether it's product inserts or really any place, email, any communication, make sure you're not trying to sway customer reviews, right? A definite no-no. We'll talk about that more. Refrain from bypassing Amazon's established sales procedures, meaning if you're going to take an Amazon customer to your landing page or to like the platform that we use for this, the Clarity6.ai, we want to take that customer. If they want to buy again from us, let's take them back to Amazon, because we sell on Amazon and Amazon would like that. We're not trying to take them to us and then say, hey, come buy from us over here on our, Shopify, our personal website. So as much over time as you have that, if they want to buy from you, you can give them multiple options. But in terms of the process system, again, let's stay tight with kind of what Amazon wants to do. It's like a win-win for us and for Amazon, which is this third point, right? Discouraging direct sales outside of the Amazon platform. This is a more nuanced one. Steer clear of employing persuasive language that cites business size nature. So this was a tactic we do it all the time, which is like, hey, we're just a small, a small family owned business. We say, would you mind leaving us a review? So they don't want you to do that. No problem. You want to separate promotional offers from requests for product feedback. Okay. So meaning you don't, on the same insert card, you don't want to confuse like, hey, get 50% off, by the way, on your next order, and leave us a product review. And certainly don't ever say leave a 5-star product review or a 5-star review for us. And then this last one's an if statement. And this is actually, again, another one we used to do all the time as well too. We had it in the templates, which was, and I'm sure you guys have seen this yourself, you've come across this. It says, if you are satisfied, so you might get this with an app, right? An app review. If you are satisfied with this, then please leave us a review, right? And then it clicks a link to a review, and it says, if you are not satisfied or you have any issues, let us make it right. And it's a button that takes you to email their customer support team, right? So what are they doing there? They're trying to get filtering the top people to leave reviews, the weaker people to not. Yeah, and so Kyle, yes, posted February. You're correct. Kyle says, if I'm correct, Amazon doesn't like things where coupon codes send them product to the customer that would send them to your e-commerce page, then have them in the email funnel. We'll talk more about this. Just think if you're Amazon, what is it that you want? This is a good way to think about it. So if I own Amazon, right, I'm Jeff Bezos, and what do I want? I do want external traffic, right? I want people off of the Amazon platform. If they're on the Amazon platform already, which of course hundreds of million plus are already, I want them to stay there and shop. If they're off of Amazon, or they're at any point in time, they're off on Google, or I want them to come back to Amazon, right? Or I want them to find their way to Amazon. So I love external traffic as well too. Or, if you have a landing page and you send them over to me, Amazon, great, right? So I'm like, cool, no problem. Totally cool with that, because that's a win-win, right? You're getting people back to us. And so there's no problem with that. It's just how you go about doing that care. And it's a little bit nuanced, right? Yeah, Judy says, it's a good question, says, is saying thank you for supporting our small business a red flag? I would say no. It's definitely a gray area. Historically, I would say definitely no. I think that's fine if you're not doing it in the context of, if you said, please leave us a review and thank you for supporting our small business, that would be, I would not recommend doing that. All right. And so again, this is like, if you're, it's like going 60 miles per hour in a 55 versus, committing murder, which, in the Amazon world, I would say that's more like speeding a couple miles per hour. Maybe it's like, it shouldn't be, but I think you're fine as long as you don't tie it right with a review. Yeah, you guys, good questions coming up here. We'll cover some of these things in a minute. Luke says, do you agree a QR code to a product warranty page is a good tactic? I absolutely do. And I think I have an example of just that as well too. So let's go through a couple of these examples. So you guys are on to the real good questions and comments. We've got a great group here. So again, talking about what not to do. And some people still do this and they may get away with it until they don't. Amazon actually has a way to report people for this stuff and everything else. But just like in life, I would spend less time worrying about like reporting someone else and doing this, and more time, of course, put all your time just towards building your business and be successful. Let someone else worry about that. But yeah, you definitely don't want to do this, right? Please consider leaving a positive feedback and a 5-star review rating for us. Right. And here's the other one. If there's a problem with your order here, they're filtering, all right, please contact us. Right. So that's like two of the things I was referring to. So don't do that. All right. So insert cards, the purpose of an insert card really is you want to provide, in terms of the value to them, you want to provide product information, right? When you buy a product, you have a product insert. It's like, all right, what's this card for? Does it help me with the product? Is there a way to get customer support with it? And is there instructions, right? And those are kind of the main things with it. And then from there, you can build off of that in terms of offers, right? And so these things can help you capture the customer lead information, all right, which is awesome because Amazon makes that hard, right? So as powerful as a platform Amazon is, right? Amazon does view those as their customers because Amazon doesn't really completely trust you to give you that customer information because they're afraid you're going to just sell to them directly through a Shopify site or take them somewhere else. So they make it hard for you to know who your customer is, especially when you're doing Amazon FBA. And so you need to have a process in place. One, that's good for the customer, right? It's good for it represents your brand more. In some case, you have to do it because like the product needs instructions, right? Like we sold pull-up bars, and one time our pull-up bars we forgot to, or the manufacturer's miscommunication. The instructions packet did not go in the pull-up bar. Well, these things, pull-up bars, require some assembly, and so we had a ton of unhappy people, right? We had to pull them out, put the instructions in, and fix it. But obviously, that is important. And so there's tons of things you can do in terms of, warranties, etc. So, warranty cards, instructions here. Basically, you have to have something that can entice the customer, right, to want to take some action, that there's some value there. Now, of course, you're only going to get a percentage of people. I like to just think of yourself as a customer, right? What will entice you when you open your product? And most of us have probably ordered something from Amazon in the last week or two, right? So as you open that package, what would make you actually engage with it? So there's lots of different things you can do. So here's just a couple more examples. You can do something like a contest, which we call this user-generated content, UGC, where, hey, win $50. Thank you for purchase, and we hope you love your new product. Post your new product on Instagram and tag, the name of the brand for a chance to win our $50 monthly giveaway, right? And so they're just boom, 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 getting stuff there. They actually have an Instagram, obviously that's targeted towards showing off their product, which is cool. Maybe you have an instruction booklet or a video or something really cool, free ebook download as a thank you for being, XYZ customer. We're giving you free for 100% free. Same thing, scan QR code, right? Boom, open up your camera, scan the QR code, and or you always put the website with the QR code, because obviously if people are on desktop or they don't want to scan the code, then there you go. So here's a couple more examples. This is for like theft insurance for this travel money belt. When you're traveling, it's like, hey, get up to $250 of theft protection if somehow this were to be stolen from you. So again, they're providing value for it. In exchange, you're getting their information for that. All right. Here is one for an offer. Now, an offer is definitely enticing, right? Like, hey, get 50% off your next order. And here's the back, says claim 50% off at travelgenx.com, $50 off. Now, what we want to do is this landing page, this goes back to our point and comment earlier, is now where is this sale happening? If this is happening on your Shopify store or a different platform, any place other than Amazon, Amazon's not going to be too happy about it, right? And every time you get a new sale on Amazon, even if it's a discount, you get the Amazon algorithm likes it. You get a history of sales. So this is the way we always viewed it. This is why even though we have Shopify sites, we have a bunch of other platforms, we always drive traffic back to Amazon, because the algorithm is so important. How you rank on the keyword is so important that to do it. But that's just an example of that. So you take them to a landing page, they can claim a discount code, and then take them back to Amazon to get the discount. Here's some examples, because some people say, well, yeah, my product, there's no really room for an insert in my product. Like, let's say I sold lacrosse massage balls, and there's just a poly bag, just plastic in there. There's not a lot of room. You could squeeze in a little card in there, but maybe your product here is just a bottle, right? So your bottle, there's no extra box. And so with that, again, you can literally just put stickers on the product as well too. And you get more creative. There's all sorts of creative options out there for whatever you want to brand your product, to create, scratch offs, all that cool stuff. So those are the couple, and I have a couple more examples, I think, in a couple slides here too. You can create really beautiful things to create the incentive for people to do that. Now, once they do it, you need like a bit of an automation process or some AI tools, or a system to actually get that from, once they scan or once they go to the website, it's like, okay, great. What's that? How's that going to work? Yes, Judy. Yes, good question. Says if the QR code is for a special discount code, but no mention of the reviews, is that okay? Totally. Yes. And it's fine either way. If you wanted to have people, I would rather not do like, I don't want to have an insert go, hey, review us here. Right. Because when you get a product right away, like, first of all, you need some time to use the product before you're going to review it. Right. So you don't want to, and often, I mean, why do you want to review someone's product anyways, right? I don't want to review someone's product. I just want to use my product. So instead, I want to entice them with something else, like a discount, like a warranty, like a ebook or a video, 5, if it's a garlic press, 5 amazing dishes, grab your 5 amazing dishes, garlic dishes, something that would get people for free. I'm just reading Judy, a lot of good questions. What do you consider? Should you make it clear in the discount language on the flyer that it is for a purchase on Amazon? Yes, that's a great point. Yes, I love that, Judy. Yeah, just say they get X% off your next purchase on Amazon. Yep, that's perfect. QR code would take somewhere to provide code and then ask. Yeah, then later on, once you have the data, then you can email, and I'll talk about that in a moment. So you don't have to rush the review. Again, you can do product inserts and you can ask for reviews there, but I like the idea of kind of delaying it a little bit and getting give them a few days, 5 days, 10 days to be able to do that. But the key is you want to get repeat buyers, because the thing with Amazon is so often you're getting, a one-time purchase, right? Because you don't have their information. You can't remarket them as well too. They may, they don't know about your other products in your brand, right? Because maybe those products don't rank as well on Amazon. So you need a method that you can present these things here. So, of course, you want people to keep buying, if they can, the same product from you. Cross-selling, which is buying your other products here. New launches is super powerful, right? So new launches, when you have that ability to think about when you're launching your new product and you have no community behind you, right? So if we launch a new product or tool here, we have a lot of, both for our products or for services, we have a lot of people, right? We have a big email list. We have people. And so that's what you need to cultivate. So when you launch your next product, you don't have to just rely on Amazon. You can rely on Amazon with, some people that have engaged with you in some method to help your product launch, which is really, really powerful. All right. And again, different ways you can do it: offer a warranty, you can do loyalty programs, you can give them a special offer, you can give them access to your community. So again, maybe you created a free Facebook group. My buddy David and Leah, who sold their bonsai tree kit business for $7.1 million a couple of years ago, they have a Facebook group, not about bonsai tree kits, about it was about gardening in total. And they got all these people in their thing, and they had people posting their photos of their bonsai tree kit when they got it. They instructed them to do it, and they provided support for that to help them. It was pretty cool, and they really grew the heck out of that. So that's how you can do community power. But just accessing their email, everything else gives you an opportunity to either one, you can help invite them to a community, or just to communicate directly with them. And certainly any kind of contest, great digital offer, as I mentioned, like something like a free ebook. Again, something of value. That the cool thing is you can literally just make it one time with digital. That's the power of a digital offer. You make it one time, and then you can issue it out numerous times. So how do you guys actually go about doing this stuff? Is really, you have your, on the right part, you have your insert typically, right? And so on there, you're going to have a URL, so the website address or the QR code, right? The thing you can scan with your phone. And then the ability to communicate back with them. Potentially, you may tell them like, hey, text this number. You've probably seen that, like text, text clarity6.ai to get blah, blah, blah. and they text that word, or text 5763. Now on the other side is what helps manage all this is you need a landing page. You need the ability for them on that landing page to opt in, and then you need some automation that will make some things happen so that you're not individually like messaging them on how to buy your product again, or how to or to leave a review, right? Or whatever's going to happen. You want that to be automated. And again, most people are not experts at the automation, but you need a tool that can do that for you as well too. Here's again some more examples. Claim your benefit now, and they go in. Please enter your Amazon order ID. So this can help capture specifically the art, and you can provide them with a special reward for this. So now there's lots of it here is claim your free warranty. So again, the angles you can take are kind of endless, but as long as it's an offer of value. So this is the tool that a few of you are using here, that we put together with a big group of developers that just solves all of this for you. So again, as I say with trainings, like understand product inserts. If you guys, you can do it yourself. You can figure out different ways. Myself, I know because I've done this in the past. I was using like ManyChat, Zapier, and these tools, which all cost money, and they're not like designed specifically for this. But so Clarity 6 is basically automates this process for a few different things, and it's specific for the Amazon community. All right, so here is again another example for thank you for your purchase, register your warranty here. Again, a big scam me makes it very easy, right? I would always make sure I would put on that's a sample here. I would probably put on a URL as well too, a website. I'd put both on as well there. But so basically Clarity 6, I'll pull up an example of for you the system. And again, we've been working with some of you guys with your versions of this already, but it gives you the ability to basically do numerous things all in one. And I like the analogy that, think about like when you buy a house, usually in your career, your life, when you first start off, you start off with like your starter home. And then over time you get like call your forever home, right? Your dream home. And the ability to, this tool here is designed for basically to be your forever home right from the beginning, because we scaled our business to thousands of products in multiple countries. Well, you had to build a lot of systems. We had to tie a lot of things together. So we needed one system that could help you for all of the stuff outside of the Amazon platform. Like, we talk about like a tool like Helium 10 is great for Amazon data, to research Amazon keywords, Amazon products, everything else. But we need a system and a product that can manage our brand both with Amazon and off of Amazon. And that's what Clarity6.ai does. It is basically your all-in-one, your email builder. It gives you all the templates for product inserts that you need. And it gives you the landing pages to where they'll go to, and then the automation to then communicate with them via like an email automation that can send like the link to give you a review or a link back to your store, right? So there's automations to do these exact things, and it houses all of the email addresses, it houses their phone numbers for you, it houses all of the customer data that you want as well too. And then on top of that, you have the ability, instead of having to build a separate website in like things like WordPress, you could just have like your e-commerce website, your standalone site here. Even though you're going to direct them back to Amazon, a lot of times even Amazon for to get into the brand registry, they want to see, or a manufacturer, they may say, oh, let me see your website, right? And if you're like, oh, I just sell on Amazon. So it gives you, we've got the website templates for you where you just plug and play your brand. You can link right back to your Amazon store, etc. So it does all of those things as well too. And I'll pull up an example of it, the system itself too. And it is a tool. So I'll give you guys information around it. Again, you guys are, as of course you're part of our community, you can go and do this stuff yourself by all means, or just take the information in terms of the AI stuff I talked about in the product. But the idea is, we use this ourselves. We design this ourselves, and the developers are awesome. And so I'll give you information. So it's all the inserts for your products completely done for you. All your email and text templates done for you. Your entire customer email and texting database in one spot. And it's really cool. All your centralized communications with all customers and prospects in one spot. I'll pull this up for you, show you what it looks like. So if you use Instagram or Facebook, you have a Facebook page, and you use email and text, it basically pulls any of those communications all into one spot. So you, or say you have a virtual assistant, can engage with any of these people directly around there. If you guys have ever gotten a ringless, have you ever gotten a voicemail from me? This is in there too. So you can literally take all your customers and say, hey, you can record a voicemail. Like I use hey, this is Jamie. I want to reach out to you personally and leave you this quick message. We're running this really special offer on this new product here on Friday. We call this our 50% off on Fridays, if you want to do something crazy like that. So just go to liveamz.com or whatever your URL, something simple. And I'm also going to send you a text since I missed you. And so you also send a text automated. It goes to everybody, right? It goes to everyone's voicemail. It goes to everyone's text. And it's really unique and cool, right? Because it really stands out. Or, hey, we got our Black Friday special. So think if you have, 500 customers on your list that bought from you before, you can now reach out to them. So that's kind of one of our secret weapons that we use that almost no one knows about. And we've got some other cool things for you as well too. So we've got, the big thing is it's really about bringing our tech expertise. I've got a lot of background. My background's in engineering, and that's what I studied at West Point. And so we've got a lot of expertise having done this and all the digital marketing stuff, along with our customer support. So we actually have a support team that will work with you 7 days a week. You can, through chat, through your own platform, you can reach out directly. You can schedule Zoom calls. And then we actually do live office hours specifically for what we're talking about here weekly now. So just yesterday, most of you guys don't know about it because we only have shared this to those that are familiar with it and those that are actually using the tool. So how does the tool, what does the tool cost, the software? So the tool is a $297 a month or $3,200 annually for the AMZ Insiders community. So we call it our founders rate. We're doing it for $97 a month. Or if you get the annual plan, it's $970 annually. So save a few $100s there. And for the annual plan, if you guys are current members, you get coaching members. We actually add 2 extra months of the one-on-one, the Voxer coaching for you guys, just as extra incentive to get you guys aboard. And but again, it's all of these things I mentioned before: the product inserts for you, the emails, your database for you, centralized communications, and then I kicked in some bonuses there with coaching. So if you guys want access to that, to take advantage of that, you can, speaking of codes here, you can scan it with your phone here like this. If you guys try out this URL, see if it works here. There should be a little clarity6.ai should pop up. And then it'll ask you your name, email address, and then it'll give you 2 options. Right now, the 97 or 970 is the what we're doing right now. No obligation. You can cancel it anytime. And again, you get these really slick, cool designs for you. And again, you'll see the 2 options, the $97 a month. And then again, you get the special bonus for those that do the annual plan. You get a 2 extra months of one-on-one coaching with us. And that is something that we think is a no-brainer. I'm going to actually pull it up for you guys to show it to you. We actually use this to run all of our products. We also use this tool to run everything that we do with AMZ Insiders. So we can run, you get unlimited websites on the platform, you get unlimited templates, product inserts. So it's email database, you get unlimited amounts there. And you have the ability to then, email the companies for like the text messaging. We did partner with like Twilio, which is a leader. The email platform that's integrated is called Lead Connector. There is it's like, I don't know, 7/10 it's a few pennies for emails on top of a certain amount you get. So pass on, but the tool itself, like you can store 50,000 emails in there, right? Other tools we have out there, we've used all of them, like ActiveCampaign, all these tools, MailChimp, they'll charge you like just for having X number of emails, they'll charge you X amount per month for that. The tool here doesn't do that. You can have 1 million emails in there and it won't charge you for having that. But let me pull up. I'm happy to answer any questions around the yeah, Brandon, actually a really good question. So does it have the opportunity to replace Shopify as my website? Luke asked that, and Brandon replied to panelists, correct. I wouldn't replace Shopify. This is more of a market tool to help you retain customers from other markets. I'm still working on setup, but it's a great tool. Yeah, so Brandon answered the questions, but Brandon, you answered it to just the hosts and panelists. If you don't mind copying and pasting it back into the whole group, that's awesome. Yeah, so what I would say is if you're selling on Shopify, great. If you're not really generating sales on Shopify, maybe just focus on Amazon. We had this question yesterday because the domain, we're going to help you set up your custom domain specific into clarity6.ai so that your website and the subdomains, everything tied, and your email address, it all comes through your branded domain. But yeah, if you have traction on Shopify and you're selling and you're doing well on Shopify, then by all means keep that separate and don't use it. You can still use this tool, clarity6.ai, still to manage your product inserts, to manage your email addresses and all those things, 100%. But the website stuff is more to point it back to Amazon than to do the whole thing. So really good question there. Let me show you guys. Again, you guys, if you get set up, you get your own. We have our own private Facebook group for this. And myself, Joey, Travis is I've been working with Travis on this stuff for the last 3 years, these tools. And so we have a lot of expertise. And then there's a whole list of stuff with developers around new features coming out. And like I said, this is like your forever home because you have to just use this once and you're locked in at this rate, the $97. Once you come in at this rate, like today, if you take advantage of those that are already aboard, then as the price goes up to the $297 more, you'll forever be at that rate. But again, you can cancel anytime if for some reason someone's not using it or months down the road, you're not, there's no obligation in terms of time commitment there either. Let me show you the tool. Let me stop here. Again, I'm passionate about this. This is our platform because we knew this was, for sellers, built by sellers ourselves. And let me show you what it looks like here. Let me see if I pull it up here. I've got a few things here. All right. I'm just going to show you this live here. And let me show. This is what yours will look like. All right. So clarity6.ai, this is exactly what you'll look like. You'll see the dashboard, conversations, calendars. So you have all these things. And I'm not going through all of the tools today. So manage, if you have people that need to book appointments with you, you can give them a link to your calendar. You don't need Calendly. All right. So you save it's like $20 for that. You don't need ActiveCampaign, which costs $500. You don't need ClickFunnels, a landing page builder, or lead pages, because you can have unlimited lead pages here. So all these things are built in here. I mentioned conversations, right? So if I put in conversations right here, let me get into the conversation tab wasn't being happy for this moment. There it goes. You can see here's my email. Here's my Instagram account, right? So Instagram. These are all people messaging me, right, last day. So Instagram, it all puts it right in here, but also like people asking, like this. These are just unreads. I want to see all messages, any kind of emails that came in, same thing, right? So if people text back, if I leave that voice drop message, that ringless voicemail, and people message back, it's going to come all into this centralized spot. And then for each customer, I can see what the history of communication is with that customer, right? Obviously, we have a lot of communications because people are reaching out to us a lot, right? But and then you have your contacts tab, right? So your contacts tab is going to have, these are all people communicating, but here's someone, email, phone number. We tagged people, so you can tag people like, hey, this person bought this product, they came through this funnel. It just automatically will tag people, right? If you come to our one of our webinars that we do, right, we tag people for that special live event, right? And so we can retarget those people, right? People visit, do anything, take any action that you want, you can do that for you here. And then, as far as the sites themselves, right? So we have all these landing pages, websites. These are like the standalone sites, the templates. There's literally all sorts of cool options and templates that you can choose from that are all out there, that are all pre-done for you around there. So like you just come in here, it's like so easy from the templates, right? You just come in here, continue, and you've got so many to choose from, right? Like all these right here, and we're going to help you. We help you with all this. Is why we do the weekly office hours, right? But you can pick one, like, right, here's a wellness spa, chiropractor, on and on and on, to help you for just a simple e-commerce site, a landing page as well too. The product inserts, we actually preload into your thing. We have them via Canva, a bunch of the ideas around it. But this is how it works. You can help drive reviews through this reputation stuff. But I love again, the contacts, it's your all-in-one. And then if we want to communicate, right, if you want to send an email to these guys, right, here's send email, send SMS. So I can 36,000 people. If I want to email 36,000 people right now, I just select them all, and then I click send email. Or I sent you guys all a text message today, right? I just click right here. Okay, proceed. And here it is. Type the text message. I type a little note to myself, send SMS, 36,000 people. It'd be a little less because it's only the ones that have phone numbers, but it's a lot of people. Emails, right? We can message everyone, or I can email everybody. We can do the ringless voicemail. So it's all these super things are, make it super easy. This is the all-in-one solution I mentioned for you guys in action there. It's a lot more to it in terms of everything it can do. But I said it's really your forever home. It's your digital marketing, your CRM, your customer relationship manager, all in one, and you don't ever have to go buy all of these other tools, because that's what happened to us. We were spending like a few $1,000s a month with using ClickFunnels, which is a funnel builder. We were using ActiveCampaign, right, which is an email system. And then, Twilio was X amount. We use calendars, right? And then website, we're building a WordPress website and spending a couple grand. Instead, you could do it all for, we can do it all really, again, $300 a month for an all-in-one solution is great. I know for our AMZ Insiders community, guys, a lot of you guys are building your business from scratch, and every dollar important. But like I said, we are offering for anyone who does the annual plan. Again, we are offering 2 additional months of coaching for you guys, and of course, you get access to all the content, everything that we have. And again, you get 24/7 support, 7 days a week for the stuff. So again, my point isn't to pitch stuff. This stuff is like, if there's if you have another method to do, to manage the stuff, I would say I would be all for it. It's just, I know for myself, having to build these tools and what it costs, and the thing that it is we try to make it a complete no-brainer. That's why a bunch of you guys are aboard and actively building and doing it with us. Again, there are some technical components. That's why we do that. Like Travis, the guy is phenomenal at, we're going to help you set up your domain. and make the tech piece really easy. Because the whole point of this, you don't want to deal with really tech. You want to have, a website, you want product inserts, and you want it to all work, right? And you can set up email automation. So automatically, once you have the email, after 3 days, we're going to send an email saying, hey, I hope you enjoy your product. We'd love to hear any feedback from you. And then you may have here's a link to leave us feedback. And then you may, after 10 days, have another email goes to them, hey, I hope you love your product. By the way, we're offering a 50% on your next, or 30% on your next order off of our Amazon, store, or any of, basically any of your products in your brand. Boom, they go back and they're buying more. So that's how you differentiate yourselves with stuff. And once you have your email address, once you have their email address or their phone number, that's a tangible asset. It's really valuable. I talk about, sometimes the training, I talk about how to sell your business. Well, think about selling your business, or let's say I'm buying your brand and I'm like, all right, cool. What are your sales? What are your earnings? What's your products? What's kind of the risk around the business? And what other assets do you have? And if you say, well, we don't really have any assets, we have some good sales on Amazon, like, okay, that's not bad. Good job. We do $1 million in sales on Amazon. So that's what we do. Now, if you tell me you do $1 million in sales on Amazon, but you also have email addresses for 3,000 of your customers, former customers, that if I buy your business, I now have the ability to engage directly and communicate directly with the customer via email, via text, via voice message, via social media channels as well too, because they can, pathways back to you. That's a real asset. So again, this is like the building blocks of our asset. Again, this holds true for us, for both our physical brands and for AMZ Insiders, right? If someone wanted to buy our AMZ Insiders, it's like, hey, we have a community of people that we've helped. What else do you have? Well, we have this asset, which I just showed it to you guys. We have these, just under 40,000 email addresses and phone numbers of people that have engaged with us in some way, right? What is that worth? It's worth a lot of money. I'll tell you that. So you need a system to be able to, even if it's, 10 email addresses, et cetera, be able to do that. And, this ongoing cycle of providing value to your customer, to be able to provide a warranty, to be able to provide a discount, to be able to provide things. Those things are, again, they're assets, they're digital assets that are important. So, let me see. Kyle says, systems grow businesses. Definitely no brainer. Thanks for the offer. Freshen our business journey. You think this could be diving into sooner? Do you agree, or is this more down the road? Yes, I would. Again, I pretty much tell you guys like it is. I would recommend jumping into this from the beginning. And of course, you guys, it's decisions, but we do the weekly office hours and support and understanding what this works. So yeah, Emily, the office hours should be every Monday right now, and we will. We have a private Facebook group, and we also have the recording of the office hours in case you miss anything. You can see. So we kind of review the different tools, and we do any Q&A. Like I know Chris and Melissa were on yesterday with us, and they were having issues getting their domain set up. And so Travis just did it right there with them, right? So I will put the link for you guys here, and we got it. So and it just gives us an opportunity for us to build this stuff with you from the get-go. Like Joey is great. Joey, some of you guys know, she ran a design company. And so, is really good on the design side, and we've got really good resources for that. So, yeah, Henrietta, I know you're in there as well too. Talked about it. But anyways, that's the demo of this tool software. I want to show it to you. Also want to give you guys kind of behind the scenes, because the reality is, like, the methodologies that we use, we tend to like kind of cross-pollinate. So the reason why was I realized a few years back that things were crossing over between things like Amazon selling, e-commerce was merging with like social media, was with digital marketing. And so we realized, we had to get good at the stuff besides Amazon. And that's how we got good in the Clarity6.ai and Travis. Most of you guys don't know, he's kind of behind the scenes, but is like a master funnel builder. He's master at these templates. And when I do webinars or invites, when you see like the nice landing pages, I just have Travis do it really quick up here for us. And we do have the ability to, even some of the stuff you may be like, hey, can like a Travis or someone like just do certain stuff for us. We'll have some other kind of done for you offers just for, within the Clarity 6 side of it. So yeah, that's one we're just really proud of and excited about it. Obviously you can be successful. Can you sell on Amazon without it? Of course you can. But we're building additional AI tools. Some of the AI tools, some of the top tools, they've reached out to us and asked if we could include them and run some offers within Clarity 6. So we'll be adding more and more stuff. And the developers are working on more things. Like you can integrate WhatsApp, for example. If you use WhatsApp, you can integrate it right into the conversations tab. So it does a lot of cool. So awesome. Henrietta says, I'm setting my business from scratch. I'm very excited to do it all in one place. So happy you guys release this as I need it the most. So Henrietta, awesome. That's like you guys, again, I'm not like, these are like live testimonials from people just as we're going through it. And again, it's work. You have to set it up, the tool. But what I know from experience, it's why when we built AMZ Insiders, we did the reason why we do the live coaching and like we do this live every week is because we never want to just do a bunch of videos and say, yeah, good luck with it. Because I'm like, that doesn't give you your greatest chance for success because business is not easy. So the same thing with the Clarity 6. That's why we're doing the live office hours, right? Which is, and we do an onboarding to help you guys get set up, which is expensive, right? For me to do, even the guys that bring in, it costs me, I have to pay my guys $1,000 to do the onboarding, right? So it's like, all right, we got a few people did $97. It doesn't work, but that's what it takes to make sure you get it right. But we know if we get this set up properly for you guys and you build, again, we call this your forever house. You don't have to later on upgrade to something different. It has the capability to need. That's why, like I said, you saw it when I showed you earlier, I've got close to 40,000 contacts in there, right? That's going to last you your entire digital business. And that's what, and it just reduced our cost because again, we were spending a couple $1,000s per month on these other tools. And now, really $300 a month, you'd be golden, but for, $97 a month or $970 annually, plus we'll give you additional one-on-one coaching for 2 months. As an added free bonus, we try to make it we call it an ethical bribe, right? Like something that's good for you, like get you to eat your broccoli. But our goal is we want you guys on the platform if you can, just because we know we can help you with that. We can help you get your basic e-commerce website up there. We can get your landing pages. We can get you everything else. Evan, no, we are opening it to other people. We haven't really promoted it to other people, but we do have a few people outside of it. So, and we also actually do have a really generous referral program. So the $97, we actually will offer, we'll give you 40% of on an ongoing basis of anyone that you refer into the space. For anyone that's a Clarity 6 member, yeah, you could easily, if you refer, 2 people, then you would basically be free for you for forever as long as they're members. But you can we'll basically give you almost half of the price for anyone you want to refer. But we encourage, people to actually know the tool so you can confidently understand and refer other people just the way, we know and understand it as well too. Yes, absolutely. You can share it with your family, Evan, and again, we would get set up with you for even if they set up right now, we would circle back to you. Obviously we know you, but we'd get you 40% off for being a member. So we have referral partners for us, and most of the partners, they offer us like 10%, 15%, 20%, which is fine. Like we don't do it for the referral. We only refer things to you guys, but for us, we like to have you guys as actual partners. And so if you got in and use the tool and you get, 50 people using the tool, right? That's 50 times whatever, $50, that's, my math is, what's that? $2,500 a month. You guys can make it. But again, the reason we're presenting it to you and showing it to you isn't around the sales and the tool. We just want you to have the capability. And once you have that and know it and the office hours and the support, then we can kind of win together and grow together for that as well too. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. I see several of you guys are aboard with the, I see my phone was blowing up from the several of you guys have joining. So that is awesome. Yeah, I see Samantha, awesome. Mark, yep, cool. Todd, yep, I see a bunch of you guys. I'll see the rest of you when I don't want to distract it, but we'll get you there. So obviously we don't. I've been 7 years, AIMS, we've been helping sellers, and this is the only tool and platform that we've done and built ourselves and brought in the developers and combined everything else. It's really the only one we've done just because we believed in it that strongly. We knew it just solves a real problem for us. The crazy thing too is you can use it for, again, if you have a Shopify store, you can manage all your email from here, right? If you have some other business that you launch with your family, your partner, it has nothing to do with this, but you want a separate ability to manage email, website, all these things, you can do it all on this platform because you're not limited. You're not limited to one website. You're not limited to one funnel page or one email account. You can do as many as you want. It's literally unlimited. So it's kind of wild. So really any kind of business that you're launching, of course, we focus it all on Amazon because we want to solve a specific problem, which is let's drive more Amazon sales. But that's why I call it your forever house. So the cool thing is you get into it and you learn it. Even if you're not an expert on it right now, you'll become an expert. So, or you'll get very comfortable with it. And I'm really good on it because we build it with Travis is a master of it, just because he does it all the time. And again, Joey's amazing at the design. She's sold, luxury products and how things should look and the templates and finding that stuff. So we've got kind of like a dream team. The developers are launching new features all the time. And again, we have our private Clarity 6 community. Part of that's for that. You guys can ask each other questions there and like, hey, this isn't working and what's going on. But again, separately, you get one-on-one support 24/7. We've got a team that's that you can do live through the chat through Clarity 6 there, right? The top right button, there's a little button like chat now. And you can also set up Zoom calls to like, hey, I'm having a problem. I need some help, need some tech support. So awesome. Let me see, Luke. Sorry, let me get up to your questions. I'm glad you brought that up. Sorry, sometimes Joey and I are together. So Luke, a couple good questions. Luke says, can you make social media posts directly from here? Great question. Yes, there's actually a social media planner. So you can plan all your social media in there, like all your Instagram posts, all your stuff. So you can post directly. You can schedule them out, and so they automatically happen throughout the week for you. That is a feature in there. I don't know if you saw that in there because I didn't really talk about it or highlight it, but yes, that is absolutely one you can do too. And then the templates, we can show you one of them because we have one of them for e-commerce. I don't have it in my account right here. Travis has one. We can pull up for you in terms of a template for the e-commerce sites as well too. But you can see there was like hundreds of templates on there. The key we want to do is just want to link it back to your Amazon store. Again, it's not designed to be like, we want the sales to happen on Amazon, let Amazon do the magic, but to be able to have a spot where people can do and have like an about, maybe an about you page or more about your brand, and just be able to have that go-to spot. Or let's say someone's like, you have one-offs, or on your Instagram, you can add like a little link on your Instagram, instead of having to put your Amazon store, you can put people to it's kind of like you're staging your spot. They go before they go to Amazon, or, people can find you there. Or if a manufacturer wants to check out that you're a legitimate seller, you can send them again to your page and it looks professional and all those type of things. So, if you want to be taken seriously as a brand, you need something other than saying, yeah, here's my link, here's my products on Amazon. But at the same time, I don't recommend spending, thousands of dollars on a website developer, right, to make some fancy page that's really, not designed. You can do it for a lot cheaper as well too. Cool. Yeah, Luke. Yeah, awesome. No, I appreciate you reminding me there too. but yeah, feel free to let me know any questions. I know a bunch of you guys took it in there. That was fun earlier. I started earlier today with that Sora description. It was cool. Manya, I already knew, that $800 million studio, because I've been hearing about that thing coming in, and to hear that it's on pause, whether it would make sense. It's crazy, but like the power of Sora around that. Obviously, there's so many tools right there you guys can take advantage of right now. ChatGPT. There's a list of others. I'll do an updated AI training here in a couple weeks, but this Clarity6.ai tool, again, the link is in the chat there to take advantage. Anyone who joins here today, you guys will be added to the group, and the again, you'll get all the things I said, the 24/7 access. If you do the annual plan, you'll get the 2 extra months of as well there too, of one-on-one. We'll add it to your thing. So we're excited about it. Part of it is because I want, like, in the group and community, we want some more of you guys in the Facebook group. We want to help more of you guys be excited about it. And then we'd love to get you guys the partnership agreement where you guys can take part too financially for other people. You'll see, like, the tool and the resources. You'll see how flexible it is. I mean, I have like chiropractors that are asking, hey, can I use this because I need the email, I need the website. I was like, yes, you can do all those things. Again, we're focusing on, help you with your Amazon, but the power of the tool is there. So appreciate you guys too. The comments, really, really positive mindset from you guys. And yeah, let's get after it, and let's have a great 2024, a great week here. Hit us up in Voxer with any questions, obviously around anything with the Amazon business. If there's something else you want help with, or some other lingering question, you can, again, our founding members, we're only doing kind of the first 100, and then it will transition to, which it will still be a great value, the $297 a month. It'll be great, but we want as many of you guys in there using those founder spots than people outside of our community gets it too. So awesome. Yeah, Lori, thank you. Jennifer, thank you. Yes, so great. So you guys, and we will see you guys there. And again, a bunch of you guys, we're adding you guys to the Clarity6 stuff right now, since I see more and more of you guys join there. So, all right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. See ya.